And while the demand during the Super Bowl may be high for rideshare drivers, many are fed up at the low wages they feel they're making, which they say is barely enough to get by.
8 News Now reporter Madison Kimbrough speaking to some of them tonight. Joining us live now, Madison's at Las Vegas Boulevard, right near DI with more.
It's become a problem all across the board. Now, not only are these rideshare drivers making less, but now they're having to pay fees just to drive, many of them sharing their struggles with me.
I got a 42-minute ride, and I got $11 for it. That comes up to less than $15 an hour. I don't know who in Vegas can live in $15 an hour.
Joe Vaughn, like so many other rideshare drivers in Las Vegas, not too happy about how much money they're making out on the road. Drivers say they used to make a decent percentage from their rides, but now they believe rideshare companies such as Uber and Lyft are taking more of their money.
So I started working with Uber. They first originally started taking about 20-25%. Now what we're noticing is that their take is anywhere between 55 to 70%. They're no longer transparent as to how much the rider pays for the trip.
Rideshare drivers also noticing the increase of fees they now have to pay to drive for these companies.
They're also charging the drivers now a weekly fare, so I get charged by Uber a random couple $200, $300 amount per week. They call it a service fee.
Sonia Ellis drives for both Uber and Lyft. She says drivers are seeing less than half of what both companies are charging passengers.
It's changed drastically over the years. At the end of the week, they'll give you a breakdown, and you can see how much you received versus how much the passengers paid. And Uber's taking at least 60% in town.
Uber issuing this statement to 8 News Now, in which they say, quote, Uber's true take was around 20% of total rider fares last quarter. Also stating that they have increased their transparency with their drivers by providing weekly statements to make for better understanding. And while the drivers we spoke to felt otherwise, as a passenger, if you've noticed an overall price increase to your rides, you would be right. Now, Uber telling me that due to commercial insurance, which they are required to pay here in the state of Nevada, those fees then get passed down to riders just like us. Reporting live, Madison Kimbrough, 8 News Now.